Good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. Happy post Halloween one day. I am finishing the Mad Straw Halloween Club, and I have Swamp Thing, Rats, Pumpkin, and the Raven. Now, the Raven is a no brainer for me. I love the Raven, but let's start with Swamp Thing. That monster thing is from Doodlers Anonymous coloring book, I think. And I thought all along I was going to use that, but now that I'm looking at it, it doesn't look swampy. It's got some kind of writing on it, a message. So I just am regrouping, and I'm taking a piece of scrapbook paper that I had from last year or the year before or 6 years ago and putting on a napkin. Now, this is a napkin that I've had for several years from a party that I did several years ago. And it looks like a swamp thing to me and or skeleton, but it rips as I'm putting glue on it. So it really became gross and swampy by the time I was finished. It's a tad too big, so I trim off the edges a little bit and um, mess with it. I really, really, really went the easy route on these last pages, and I'm not happy at all, at all. But I'm out of brain power today for whatever reason. The witches took my brain power, I guess. So now I'm going to work on the Raven. Now, I have to admit, this is my favorite one. Now, I have an Edgar Allan Poe stamp and I have a Raven stamp. But do you think I could find it? No, it's in all this mess someplace. And I mean mess right now. And I will do a room tour, but I haven't gotten it all together yet. But I do have another Raven stamp because everybody needs two. I'm taking a script stamp and just stamping the background of my PRT sticker insert as if it were the poem The Raven. You're going to hear a microwave, sorry. Mr. Raven is cooking or eating his tomato tort that I made for him for dinner. Anyhow, I get a piece of vellum to put over the top of this. Now, the PRT stickers insert has lightly printed candy or Halloween paper in every page. And it's faint, but it's there. I'm okay with that right now, especially on this one, because it kind of remembers my brain to think, oh yeah, Halloween, because the Raven can happen anytime in my life. But isn't that delicious? It's like a twig wreath with the Raven in the middle. So I like it over the top, and it's not too busy for me. And I'm getting out some washi tape, Halloween washi tape, which happens to be the grave marker one, and going to create it as an overlay over the script. This one I like. The rest of them I kind of just phoned in, and it's really evident that they're phoned in, but the witches have stole all my brain power, I guess. And that ink is a tiny bit wet, so I have to be careful with that vellum that it doesn't melt. But I think that stamp is an Inkadoodle. I've had it for, it said 2013, so 5 years at least. Now, I thought I only had rats to do, but I also have pumpkin, and I can't leave the pumpkin undone. This one I do not like. Now, those are some scary blobs of paint that I just created into pumpkins one night playing. And I know I made more of these, but alas, I can't find those either. So I got out my little sticker file that I made from Shannon Green's tutorial. And I find a couple pumpkin things, pumpkin harvest signs that were out of magazine clippings, and a pumpkin lettering sign that I did make. And there's my rats that I knew I had that I'm going to use. But I really don't like this at all. And as it turns out, I quit. I did not make my rats. So I have to go back tomorrow and make rats. So I'm going to have Halloween post day 2. Post Halloween day 2. And for some reason, my snake does not fit back in there. Ooh, the snake could be trying to go after the rats. Oh, maybe I'll make it and add it to this. I don't know. I don't like the last couple days here. And I hate to end on a wah, 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 but it's going to happen, I think. So I did ink up the pumpkin because it's all different fonts from magazines and just the lettering, which I love using. And I put some Stabilo Woody orange around it, and then I put black ink around the very edge, which that I like how it looks. The rest of it, not so good. But I did not finish the rats. Rats. I have one more day to go. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So enjoy the final, and I'm also going to film a final flip through tomorrow too. So I'll have a final flip through and rats, and maybe a redo on the pumpkins. That was a little tiny pumpkin beer from an ad that I got. It just doesn't. It doesn't end well here. I think it ends on a. Oh well. So that's it. Oh, and I did find that pen and ink drawing of the raven, and I added that, and I'm okay with that. Okay, it's okay. Rats, and I have a double page spread for rats. So here they are up close, sort of with this weird view that iMovie does. Anyhow, thanks for watching. See you Halloween post day 2. Bye. Thanks for subscribing. Bye.